A historic decision just made could change the food that we eat every single day, but it comes with a large side dish of controversy.
The FDA just approved genetically modified salmon, and 41 Action News reporter Dia Wall dug deeper to find out how safe these types of foods are for you and your family.
The heartbeat of the Midwest is planted in fields like this.
Agriculture is the #1 industry in the state of Missouri.
As these combines roar, concerns are growing about the crops they harvest. There are close to 100,000 farms in Missouri, more than 90% planted with genetically modified organisms.
The reality is when most people talk about GMOs, they're really talking about transgenic crops, or in other words, crops that have genes in them that come from another species of plant or organism like a bacteria.
We're not introducing anything into this plant that is not already in the plant. It allows us to improve our soil conservation and water quality improvements. It allows us to use less chemistry on the field, and it produces a better crop.
You want some almond milk? We'll put that in the cart.
Christine Hegestad is a single mom to her 7-year-old daughter, Lauren.
Gingerbread man cookies.
Both are vegetarians on a strict organic and GMO-free diet.
Let's go get some produce.
Sure.
With the rising rates of obesity, cancer, heart disease, and all sorts of other illnesses in this country, I feel like it's good to invest in our health now.
When you talk about GMOs, most people think about this part of the grocery store, right? The produce section. Well, it turns out the biggest culprits are actually on store shelves.
Pretty much anytime you go into the grocery store and buy something with corn or soy-based meal, it's probably going to have a transgenic crop in it.
There's 70% of our packaged foods here in the States that contain GMOs and a lot of other chemicals and pesticides and stuff that we don't know what they do to our health.
But before a GMO seed is ever planted, it travels a long road.
The discovery is made, and then the researchers will present that to EPA, FDA, USDA, and it is a decade or longer by the time all of the tests are performed.
By and large, they wouldn't be released on the market unless USDA thought they were safe.
We reached out to the FDA, which sent us this statement, reading in part, companies are responsible for ensuring that food and food ingredients they market are safe and comply with the law. The agency does say they offer consulting for GMO farmers, but that program is voluntary.
The research that's out there that says that they don't do anything, they don't cause harm to our health, is actually funded and done by the people that actually create GMOs and support them.
Farmers say GMOs are safe, cost-effective, and just as nutritious as organic foods.
You should have the ability to choose one or the other and not feel like you're not doing the very best for your family. Because you are.
You see it's got the non-GMO label.
Still, this mom is confident staying GMO-free.
We feel good. I feel like I'm doing right by myself. I feel like I'm doing right as a mother.
And the question remains,
Is it safe? That's the magic question. Well, again, to not be very good about answering that question, we really don't know.
Dia Wall, 41 Action News.
And with the FDA approving the first genetically modified animal, salmon, chains like Target, Trader Joe's, and Whole Foods have made promises not to sell it. But right now, it does not look like the FDA will require a special label for the fish.
Very interesting, and lawmakers considering the issue of labeling at the federal level. Congressman Mike Pompeo of Kansas introduced the Safe and Accurate Food Labeling Act, but critics say it actually keeps people in the dark about what's in their food.
No, what this bill does is just the opposite of that. It gets rid of the ability of a city or a state to put a rule on a food company that would be inconsistent with what some other state did.
The House already passed the bill. Pompeo is optimistic that the bill will be approved by February of 2016.